Hello, maurieos 2019 land surveying one, May 26 GPS data interpretation. Hello, welcome. Well, during the course of the week, a variety of GPS data was collected. It was all put into one job on the data recorder, and at the end of the week, I've downloaded that data into two files. One file is an HTML file, which sort of looks like a field book in a way, and the other file is a CSV file. It just downloads the coordinates and codes and things. So let's have a look at the data and see what we can come up with. Well, this is the HTML New Zealand Field Book report. So it's sometimes it gets a little bit corrupted and doesn't become available, but we're lucky this time it's all come up, and you can see that this records all sorts of data, but in particular the date and time of various data. So on the first day, the Tuesday, I think, the 21st, we set up at the IDBB, as you can see over here, and got the antenna height and what have you. Sometimes this hasn't set to record the notes, but we did make a note of the antenna height and checks which we could be available. And you can see here that we did a check to IDKC, and we staked out that point there, and these are the residuals that we got: 5 mils, 19 mils, 34 mils as our sort of check. And then we did some observed control points to various Travis marks. I did a couple of little topo shots with the 180 degree twist of the pole, and then we picked up the edge of the track, side 1 and side 2, just using topo points, rapid points, and then we finished off by doing 4 shots around the water trough. So that's that all there. In a subsequent video, I'm planning to show how this information might get loaded into 12D. On the second day, again, we set up at the same point, BB, did a check onto, let me think now, we haven't recorded a name for this. I think it's point 28, which these are, if you look down here, this is all of the points that will be in the CSV file, but point 28 is information that I'd loaded in previously, and you'll see that 28 is KC, I think, or JC or KC, I'm not sure. I think it's 28 is JC. Anyway, we can check that, and we did an observed control point again at a number of points, a couple of little topo points there. Oh yes, no, I'm not quite sure. I might have missed out on doing that there. And then we did some, is that the second day or the, it is the second day. We did, yes, on the second day, we did the bottom of the bank and the top of the bank and some spot height. So we did the stockpile there, and a couple of little, a topo shot. Doesn't look like I've recorded both of it, but nonetheless, that's done there. And then on the third day, again, we set up at BB, checked onto JC, got a bit of a better check than previously, did some observed control points to only one group there, to all of the Travis points, and then these are the little topo points here, and then we picked up the edge of the pond, the edge of one of the ponds there, and again that data can also, we will be maybe looking at updating that into a 12D file in the future. So that's the HTML file, which records everything that we did. It should be noted that it records it as a bearing and distance and difference in height from the base point, and then it records or calculates the coordinates of the point X, Y, and Z, and there with the codes. Now this is also available in another printout. This is another file, the same data, just a CSV file, and that enables us to manipulate the data in Excel and get it suitable for a good load into the 12D. The data does actually load directly into the 12D. I haven't quite got that set up yet with the various technologies that we've got, but in a normal sort of workflow, it's possible just to connect the data recorder directly up to your laptop and download into 12D to create a field file which can be manipulated and maneuvered in 12D quite readily and easily, more easily than in the Excel CSV file. However, I haven't got that quite set up and operational. So there you are. That's the data that came through from the week's work. All good. Cheers. See you.